Building an online business around your full-time job. Do you have a full-time job? Do you wish to build a business around your current full-time job? Well, it is not an impossible venture, and assuredly you are not alone. Actually, most successful businesses were built alongside full-time jobs. There are a number of reasons building a business while holding a full-time job. However, this has to be done systematically and with grace. For me, a standalone full-time job made me feel like I neglected my own dreams and aspirations for building someone else's life. Although my job is not really my whole passion, it provides me with the income I need, and I'm not just going to quit despite the desire for freedom to work towards my own dream. It really makes me think how I am going to achieve all this, and after research and consultation, it dawned on me that the Internet has changed the way business is done. The world has literally been changed, and there are opportunities galore online, opportunities that did not exist previously. I have managed to build my own online business besides a full-time job, which pays my bills and upkeep of daily life. While it may not be easy to do, I had to create some extra time and make some required sacrifices. With that, earning adequate money from my online business is attainable, and I will be able to quit the full-time job at no cost. Let me now share some of the strategies I use to build an online business while keeping my full-time job. This is how I was able to become much more industrious and attain a high level of financial freedom. In order to balance the reality of building an online business around my full-time job, I must embrace the fact that time is the most important resource at my disposal. On one hand, there are a lot of people I have encountered who earn six-figure salaries and incomes. They have decent jobs, fairly sized families to support, assets, and all sorts of stuff. But this has been too much to manage. On the other hand, there are people in similar scenarios who, despite earning even less than the six-figure fellows, are managing better. Of course, there are a lot of factors that may lead to such outcomes, but from my own experience, time is the best equalizer. I think time is the best equalizer because no one person has more than 24 hours a day. In fact, time is even more significant and important than the money itself. While others say that time is money, I say time is life. The ability to manage my time is the foundation and cornerstone of my online business. Time is an important asset that depreciates. The time that we all have is constantly depreciating, and mastering how to utilize it is the most important thing I need for building my online business around my full-time job. Now, the major problem that prevents me from growing faster and more efficiently in my online business is that my current job takes a minimum of 8 hours a day. The bigger chunk of my productive day is dedicated to this job, and that is the case for most people. The only time I can spare to build my dreams, my personal goals, and my young online business is on weekends and late in the evenings. This is a disadvantage because it robs time from family, friends, and recreation. In order to get out of this position, it is imperative that I become the master of my finite resource, time. I need to master the beautiful science of time management. I need to appreciate how to use my time resourcefully so that I can build and nurture my business to its full potential. For any business to start, to grow, and to become profitable requires time. Maybe not as much time as others would put it, but it sure does require some time. Scheduling my time and narrowing my focus is a critical part of my time management endeavor. So I always make an appointment with myself and accord it the respect I give appointments with other people. This is non-negotiable. This helps me account for every minute of each 24-hour day. I am able to create a strict timeline table of my full-time job and online business activities. Narrowing my focus also helps me build my online business successfully. I decided to be patient with myself, choosing to do one thing at a time and to do all things with excellence. Making huge sacrifices just became a part of everyday life. I am not going to be successful with my online business if I just work average evenings and weekends. More had to go. I therefore must give up luxuries like TV, movies, games, and so forth. The only time for treats is meaningful rewards for good results. I even cut out time with family. Further, I consider my current job as a blessing. It is the job which pays my bills. I'm not going to give that up just like that. Not just yet. As a consequence, my expenditure was balanced. I had to become smart with all the money I started making from the online business. Instead of using money for bills, I reinvested the money to grow the young online business. I was not going to spend time on things that are not the best use of my time. Building an online business around a full-time job means becoming my own boss. The implication of this is more responsibility. The business made me the chief executive officer, and I was answerable to my online clients. I needed to own up, save face, and impress if I was going to last. I had to pilot the dream to greater heights. I was the boss. There is no business without the energy of its planner, so it was my responsibility to take good care of my energy and my body. This is yet another important aspect for building an online business around a full-time job. Taking care of energy literally is taking decent care of my health. This means remaining hydrated, exercising, eating watery foods, which, when possible, were raw or unprocessed. Such foods have enzymes which vitalize the body and give sufficient energy. Before, I used to eat so poorly that I ended up tiring my body unnecessarily. I also avoid heavy meals to avoid needing to nap after the meal. Exercising is a way of giving the body more energy. Nonetheless, this should not be done at the expense of sufficient sleep. It is a time bomb in disguise to depend on coffee, energy drinks, and other forms of caffeine for energy sustenance. Building an online business around your full-time job is a pleasurable thing. In order to achieve this, it should be borne in mind that time is an important resource, far more precious than money. It has to be managed resourcefully. The full-time job is a blessing. It helps glide over immediate financial pressures and must not be quit hurriedly. Finally, do not forsake your body. The whole business hinges on the wealth in your health. Take care of yourself.